All right. Good morning, YouTube. We are live. I'm going to announce it in the Telegram and we are going to get started. But once you guys are in, start commenting in the chat. That way we can get the conversation going. But we're going to start the day with our declaration of the Word of God to receive the ability to produce wealth as it is given in us in the Word as a promise. So, like we do every day, it's based on Deuteronomy 8:18, and we're really meditating on this right now. Once I feel like we've really grasped it and we are really starting to see the fruit of this promise, we'll start to integrate and implement other promises. But this is based on Deuteronomy 8:18, and it says, "I remember the Lord my God, for it is he who gives me the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms his covenant which he swore to my forefathers." This morning, we are receiving the ability to produce wealth from God. We're receiving the discipline. We're receiving the self control. We're receiving the insight and the discretion into what we should do. We don't have these things on our own, but we're receiving them from God. It is He who gives us the ability to do the things that He's called us to do. So, guys, comment once you're in here. Hey, Antwi, good morning. We're going to be jumping into our chart breakdown now, starting on Euro US dollar, and going to be just marking up the charts, seeing how price is interacting and playing off of these different levels. So there's some supply right there, and I would say maybe another interesting supply right up here. I would say price could potentially short though on Euro US dollar just based off the higher time frame right now. Um, but ultimately this is probably our closest zones right here. We do technically have some right here and in here, so we could mark those up too. As you could see, there is a lot of different supply lines right in here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. We've got news coming out at 10 a.m. Just remember that, guys. Australian dollar, US dollar, we're going to see if we can get a reaction off of supply or demand. We've got supply right here. Going to the left even further, we've got supply right here. I would even say right here, it's kind of similar, and then all the way up here. Let's go back and see where price is playing right now. Price is just ultimately going up right now. We could see some reaction after this news. New Zealand US dollar, it is just up. I'm not even going to worry about drawing anything on over here because none of that really interests me. It's so far away. And we will draw on a line right here. Let's get a bigger picture on this. New Zealand US dollar just going up significantly, so I don't know. With the small time frame that we're trading on, really not too interested in that pair right now. Potential reaction coming down off this demand down here. We could see if maybe the news pushes it there and holds it for us. And even further right here. Ultimately, this is kind of a demand block too. That might be the one it's reacting off of right now. But let's not draw that on. Let's keep like these on. US dollar, Swiss franc. See what price is doing right here. Got some supply right here. Yeah, I do like that. It closed through it though. It closed through it right here. Higher time frame. Failed to go lower. Price has been going lower. We got a minute 18 left. It's holding this demand right in here for a potential change of character. I do like this trade to the upside. If price continues to hold right here. Let me see, guys. You're gonna sell on Euro US dollar? Yeah, well, I might be buying US franc, so we might be on the same side of the dollar, aren't we? Let's see. Yeah, guys, we got about 30 seconds here. I see the potential for this going up, even though it could have failed to try to go higher. I think it's failing to go lower right now, guys. This is going to be our first trade for the day. We're going to get in buys on the US Swiss franc right here with a 5 pip stop. Jeez, price came significantly against us. I don't know why all these notifications are popping up. Slipped our account some even. Okay, let's just get locked in right now with where we're at. Let's just get locked in. We've got one more trade for the day. Yeah, that slipped us a little bit. Jeez, I didn't think this news event was moving like that, but it's all good. We're locked in. It is all good. Just got destroyed on that trade though. Let's see if US CAD wants to hold in here. We'll give it 4 minutes and see what it wants to do. We'll see. Euro US dollar coming up into all of our supplies. If price holds one of these supplies, this could be a good short, kind of like we saw yesterday on Euro US dollar. We could even see it come all the way down. I don't see it holding the supply though very well yet. We'll see if it comes back below in the next few minutes here. Let's see where our account's at. Yeah, we took a hit on that trade. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't work out, guys. I either like US CAD buys though next or Euro US dollar sells. Euro US dollar sells are probably going to be a little bit safer, but we need price to kind of close below this line. So we've got 2 minutes. Jeez, what a terrible reaction. Australian dollar. Yeah, I just got destroyed on that trade, but it's a mistake and we move on. Euro's just pushing through though. US CAD's holding strong for us. We'll see, we got a minute left. Both of these trades are interesting, that's to say the least. Yeah, US CAD buy looks like it's going to be the move. Looks like that's going to be our second last trade for the day. Alright guys, we're going to get in to 4.3, so we'll put our stop at 5.3. Alright guys, this is our second and last trade for the day. We'll see if we can't get a nice push up. Got destroyed on that first trade. The setup just wasn't there. But the potential for this trade to go up significantly is pretty high. We'll just try to lock in like we usually do and trail all the way up. But I think we could even see price come all the way up here. We are locked in for this trade. Yeah, this would have been our best first trade, honestly. Guys, I've always been like on the fence about trading news and not trading news. Sometimes it works, sometimes you just get blown out of the water. That time we just got blown out of the water. It looked like a good setup. Honestly, I would have taken that trade there with or without news. And it just didn't work for us. But we did get slipped a little, so maybe we need to reconsider, you know, being a part of news events like that. Because now our first trade would have been absolutely profitable right here. You guys can see. Let's mark up our opposing supply though. That way we can make sure we're kind of locked in for where price is at and where it's going. I like the push it's making right now. I like the push it's making for us right now. We'll make sure we don't do anything like that with the news again. But one thing about trading, guys, is you have to be willing to make mistakes. And it's not going to be perfect, right? With it pushing so strongly like this, though, there's no need for us to have a 5.3 pip stop loss right now. We can put it literally like right under. We'll put like a half a pip stop right under this candle. Because if this candle flips after pushing like this, we really don't need to take any further loss on that, if that makes sense, right? Dang, guys, we did get destroyed on that first trade. Absolutely destroyed. And we're killing it on this trade, to say the least. I mean, we could see, we're not going to take a loss on this trade at all now. We'll just put it at 2 pips. Let's see where price pushed last time off of the supply in here. It pushed all the way up to like right where it's at right now. Are we going to see it go higher? There's potential for it. Do I see it repeating this whole move? I don't know. It could. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think it's going to come up and touch these highs here? Because if we're talking about immediate supply for that demand was right here, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. To say the least, though, we have got a good trade going. So we're gonna kind of lock in some profits now. At like, now that we're coming into that supply at like 11 pips. We'll still be negative for the day though, even with this trade, guys. We made a big mistake getting in before that news candle. We lost a lot more than we had intended. So to say the least, we lost probably about twice as much as we intended to lose. We put a 5 pip stop loss on and it looked like we lost 10 pips, I'm not gonna lie. So Oh, don't pull back. Don't pull back. Don't pull back. We need price to keep pushing. It's tapping off the supply right here, though. 9 seconds. We'll see if it turns. I don't want it to turn, so now that it's holding the supply, we're going to lock in as much profits as we can at 13 pips. And if price goes up, it goes up. If it goes down, we at least locked in, right? So we're going to give it a chance to blow through the supply right here, and if it wants to, we're going to stay in the trade. If it doesn't want to, we're going to get out at most of our profits. But yeah, it's holding that. It held that supply perfectly, and now it's pushing through. So we have the potential for it to keep rising now, and you guys see what a good move that was. Listen, you can make mistakes in the market, but don't let them ruin your trading day, right? Like, we might still be slightly negative for the day, but we are making most of our profits back. You know what I mean? We made a mistake, we moved on, we're on to our second trade. This is going to be a great video when we do the breakdown today. But like I read in Market Wizards, you can't be afraid to make mistakes in trading. You can't. You can't. It's just impossible to not make mistakes. The thing is, though, you don't need to let those mistakes ruin the trading day or ruin the week, and you don't need to blow your account up by it. You know what I mean? So we gave ourselves 2 trades today. We're on our second, and this is where we're going to land. Ultimately, we would like price to break the total supply zone at the top of this candle right here. That's what we need. If price breaks that supply, we're going to be kind of locked in to go higher, at least to the next one, in my opinion. But I think this has the chance to go all the way up to those highs like we were talking about, especially with the volume coming in. I really don't see much opposition right now, but as I say that, price is coming back below that first line. We'll see, guys. We got taken out, guys. Dang, we lost some today, but we managed to keep a lot of our profits. That could have been a whole lot worse today, guys. If you guys are in here watching, we lost about $100 still, but you guys saw that account balance. We were down to 9,700. Like, it was bad. So we got destroyed on that first trade, guys. We traded. Let me bring over the trading journal. Show you guys exactly how we landed for the day. That was almost a terrible day and almost blew off all our profits for the week. So that is nuts. It looks like price is holding here again, 10,036.15. We're done trading for the day, though. I promise you that. I made a mistake. I wanted to get in before the news. It worked out Monday. Didn't work out today. And what can you do? All you can do is shake it off and come back tomorrow. We lost for the day, but I'm telling you guys, if you guys saw what happened, we're able to stay locked in like that and able to make it a whole lot less than it was, right? So we definitely recovered a lot of that loss today. Jeez, that first one blew us out of the water. It's all right, guys. We're gonna be back. We're gonna journal. Like, I write a daily trading day journal where I actually write my thoughts, what happened for the day. And so this one's going to go in the books, and we're going to write down that, hey, this is unacceptable to be, getting in before news like that. It can work sometimes, but when it doesn't work, it hurts a whole lot worse. So next time we're going to stick to trading it reactively, because you guys saw this absolute monster trade we just took today. Phenomenal trade right here. So, ultimately we didn't win for the day. It's a big mistake on my part, but we were able to stay disciplined. We were able to stay locked in. We immediately shifted on to the next trade, and guys, we were able to get that next trade today. More, Matthew. The trading day is over. If you guys are just joining, we got destroyed on our first trade, on our US franc trade, and then we were able to make back all of our profits except like $100 on the second one. Like, I mean, we got slipped and it was bad. It hurt, but it was a mistake. and we are going to move on to the next. It cost us money, and so those are the mistakes that you will learn from, and that you will grow from. I'm just glad it only cost us $100 and didn't cost us the 400 that we were down. So stuck to the plan. Didn't work out today, guys. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm happy with where we landed for the day after that first trade. We only lost 1% for the day. If you guys have been watching since the beginning of the stream, absolutely awful what happened. That was an absolutely awful trade. We lost 1%, so I would say, what did we lose? We lost about 3.3 pips. So we only lost a couple pips today. Could have been so much worse. You guys can see now we're still up a significant amount for the week. Balance is slightly down from the high water mark. After the last 2 days, we're on a little 2-day losing streak, but we will be back, guys. We will be back. We'll see how tomorrow ends. Tomorrow's going to end the trading week, and we're going to see if we can't end up staying in profit and even getting a higher high water mark by the end of the week. But then we'll record our week 2 results, and you know, if things stay green, we'll have our it will be on a 1-week streak. So I'm gonna do a video, guys. We'll break down the 2 trades. If you guys are in the stream but you didn't get to see what happened, you can either watch the live stream from the beginning, or you guys can watch the video I'm about to put out. But major mess up. If you guys are in here and didn't know what happened, oh geez, price is still pushing. Oh well, there's nothing we could do about it. We took a long position, like right, it ended up even being here. So it was honestly just an awful trade overall. Price ended up flipping against us, ended up coming down. We tried to put on a 5-pip stop. It ended up taking us out lower at like 10 pips. And then we just got destroyed on that trade, and we were looking for the next setup, and the next setup was here on US CAD. And we took the demand that held down here and, you know, targeted this supply right here. Price is still pushing, but we were still able to lock in our profits and get a nice profit for the day. Once again, guys, you can't be upset if price pushes after you get out of a trade. If you get out at like an area of supply like this where price is holding, you know, you guys saw the stream. We locked in our profits and price was pushing up, and then the candle ended up flipping. There's no telling that this candle would have flipped back higher and continued higher. It could have came all the way back down, and we could have lost all our profits. Could have been negative 500. So this doesn't bother me. We got an absolutely perfect exit on this trade. We made a mistake on this trade. Ultimately, that is part of the game. You make mistakes sometimes, but as long as you don't let it turn into like this was like we didn't go against anything in our rules, right? So we made a mistake that was a legitimate, not necessarily an accident. We just tried something within our, you know, rules, and it just didn't work. So that's like an acceptable mistake. But if you try something outside of your rules and you blow up because of it, and you start, you know, breaking everything that you said you were going to do for the day, that's when it's a problem. I never put in my rules that I'm not going to get in on a news candle. I've, you know, it worked out Monday if you guys were watching. It doesn't work out all the time. Today, it gave us some serious slippage. So I was, you know, now that I'm going to go and reflect and journal on the day, we would have been better just trading it reactively like this. And so that's what we're going to do from now on, right? But I'm going to make a video. I'll break down everything. Thank you guys for watching the live stream. It was a short one today, but it was a short and scary one. We only lost $100, but we'll be back to see how we can't end the week tomorrow. But I love you guys. I will see you on the video, and join the live stream tomorrow, and we can chat and comment and all that.